my little peeps, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I hope you all had an amazing day. Yeah, so today we're building in the world of Tartosa, which came with the My Wedding Stories pack. Yeah, and I got kind of inspired by some pictures I found on Pinterest, which I will show you now. Yeah, so you see the exterior. I was actually so in love, and I know again it's kind of like this cutesy pink and white color scheme, but like I said, I was so inspired, so I just had to build something like that. Yeah, so kind of like the exterior shape wasn't that much of an issue. I mean, you see, it's more boxes than anything. I mean, yeah, that's kind of like every Sims build, but with this type of building, or with mansions, in my opinion, they're more easy because most of them are more like these big boxes. So yeah, that was kind of not that big of a deal to get that together. But I did struggle a lot with the parts at the front right there. You see, I changed them quite a bit. I first had them a little different, and then I changed them up again. And yeah, there I just decided, okay, these octagonal rooms are not for me. That's not something I should do. That doesn't look great. So yeah, I decided to just don't place them down there. And yeah, so that's kind of like one of the only things I struggled with, like shape wise. I mean, it was kind of like a struggle for me actually to get everything perfect, like the vibe and style of the building. I mean, we do have a lot of stuff that fits that kind of style, but it was pretty hard for me just to figure out the columns and the spandrels and everything. That was just kind of like, yeah, it was just a little hard for me to really get that together. You see, I cut a lot in this video because yeah, I just had to figure so much. I had to figure out so much stuff. This video, I mean, it's already like 40 minutes. So if I would have kept all of that stuff, we would probably be at like, I don't know, more than an hour probably. I mean, this build took me, I guess, like 6 hours. I started recording yesterday, where I did the exterior and part of the interior, but today I finished the rest, like the rest of the rooms in the interior and everything. So yeah, that was kind of like the hardest part, just to figure everything out. That was, yeah. And I had a lot of trouble with most of the what do you call it, with the shape and these freezes. I think they're called freezes, because they wouldn't snap to the build how I wanted them to. So yeah, I just, oh my god, that was such a pain to really get the look I wanted to. Yeah, and also prepare yourself. There will be, again, a lot of landscaping because this is a pretty big lot. I don't have the exact size of it, but I will put them down in the description and how much this costs. So yeah, you will know how much it actually is and what size this is. Yeah, so for the Sims that live here, I actually thought about 3 best friends. The first thought I had was just to have like maybe an older couple, like grandparents, or maybe even a big family. But I actually decided against it, and I just loved the idea of 3 best friends living in this big mansion together. So yeah, that's what I kind of went with in the end. Yeah, so we have three bedrooms, and I think 4 bathrooms. Every bedroom has like an ensuite bathroom, but the rooms on top you see there, they're the only 2 rooms that have like a walk-in closet. The room downstairs to the right, that has no ensuite. It just has like the no closet. It only has the ensuite, but the bathroom downstairs is very big, very large. This is the only bathroom I will show you as well. So yeah, I just kind of thought to myself, it isn't that big of a deal that the upstairs rooms have like these walk-in closets. Yeah, so where are we now? The floor plan is actually pretty much finished now. That was kind of the biggest issue for me again. I normally don't build lots or houses that big, so yeah, that was kind of a big struggle for me. But I mean, as well, I am so in love with this. I actually enjoyed it very, very much, to kind of see how do you say that? I mean, the time it took me and the outcome of it. It was just so, I don't know, it was just so amazing to build something that took me that long and to actually stick with it. I do have the problem that I kind of just don't stick with some builds because they took me too long, but I kind of stopped putting the pressure on me to clutter every single room pretty much. So yeah. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You will see that most of the rooms are not that much cluttered. I mean, we do have the upstairs portion with the bedrooms. These are kind of like the most cluttered rooms, those 2 bedrooms. The downstairs bedroom isn't cluttered. Yeah, but like it is actually pretty decent home. And to clutter like every single thing in this house would have took me like probably more hours. I mean, I would probably have recorded like 8 hours then. So yeah, I'm not that mad. 6 hours of recording is actually enough, and 40-minute video is actually also enough. Yeah, so now we're moving on with the landscaping. Moving on to the landscaping. Yeah, like I said, we're actually still sticking with the pink and white color scheme. I mean, I just had to figure that out. I first thought maybe we could put some violet in here or maybe some yellow, but then I decided I don't think that many colors really fit with the vibe or with this type of house. I do envision that these houses have, pretty solid colored gardens, not that many different colors of flowers. So that's why I actually decided against that. I mean, you see here, I started with the yellow and violet, but I got rid of it pretty quickly. So the landscaping actually took the most time, I think, just because it's such a big lot. I was kind of a little bit overwhelmed at first, but I decided just to section everything off and do everything kind of from part to part. I hope you understand what I mean, just to not see the whole lot, but just kind of like small little parts and just try to focus on them first, before actually seeing the big lot or moving on. So that's what I thought was best for me. yeah, and also like the landscaping you will see as well, like in the video before this one. I'm kind of jumping around most of the time. Yeah, I have one part and then I remember, oh, I wanted to put this in that spot. So yeah, that's kind of like what happens here, pretty much. Yeah, and now these things are from the romantic garden stuff pack. I think it's a stuff pack, or is it a kit? Could be a kit. I never used them, and I never knew that they have like these green or whole green swatch, and that came so in handy. I mean, you see, I placed that down like kind of everywhere on this house just because I wanted to make it feel overgrown as well, but not like overgrown in a sense of not well taken care of, but like intentionally overgrown, if you know what I mean. And I hope this actually looks like that, like my intention was. Yeah, but anyway, I just think it looks very pretty, and I am actually very excited to know what you guys think of this build. Yeah, I actually think maybe in the future I will do some smaller builds now, because most of my videos were pretty long, or not pretty long, but it did took me actually a pretty long while to record all of these videos. So yeah, and I do think like these smaller homes, like the cottage I did, is more something that people, yeah, would wanna play with, I think. I mean, yeah, but that's just my thought process here. But I will see, I will gather some inspiration and write them down, and then I will see what I will do next. Yeah, so even if you haven't actually watched many of my videos, you can go on my channel. I have 2 videos of the goth house, of the renovation of the goth house, and I do have a cottage build, like this small little fairy cottage. I actually really am in love with this build. Yeah, so just click on my channel and watch these videos as well if you like it so far. Yeah, so there you see I started doing, oh, I don't know what you call that. I mean, I saw a photo as well on Pinterest. I'm gonna show you that. Yeah, so I just wanted to actually recreate that because I thought it looked so pretty. So yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, and like everything I kind of just put on the outside was mostly inspired by pictures from Pinterest. So yeah, that was kind of like the easiest thing for me. Yeah, and as you see there, I mean, I cut out a lot from this part as well, but I did struggle a lot. I tried different things to kind of make it look like in the picture, but yeah, I couldn't really get that, so this was the most accurate I could get it. So yeah, that's just my only solution I had, but I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I love how the light just, you see right now, the light that just comes down to the ground, like that shines through the greenery. It's so pretty, it's so beautiful, and I mean, I actually think sitting under that would be so calming. It would be just amazing. I mean, this whole house kind of looks, in my opinion, a little like a royalty mansion, like for royalty. Yeah, but like I said, no, I decided on 3 best friends. I mean, like I already said in some videos of mine, you can totally change that up. I mean, you can change the bedrooms to family bedrooms or something like that. So if you have a different approach to this building, or a different thought about what Sims that live here, you can totally change that. So that's no problem. Yeah, but I just kind of went with the best friend part, or best friend thought. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I just have to rant about something. You see at the front, I mean, this is the front of the lot, so this is what EA thought, okay, this should be the front. You see the line of the lot, like the edge, it doesn't get to the stairs that are at the front. So you can't match up the pathway you do in Sims, you know? It just doesn't work. You see there's such a big gap between the stairs and my path I did on the lot. And that was just so frustrating for me. But I mean, EA does that all the time. And I just think to myself, why? Why are they doing that? Why can't they just maybe make the lot a little bigger, or maybe just design it a little bit more different, you know? Because I do feel like the pathway just has to match up to the outside surrounding. In my opinion, it just has to, because then you have like this hard edge. I don't like that. That's why I mostly use pathways, because you can kind of let it fade out at the end, so that the path isn't as abruptly ending. Yeah, so that's just kind of like something. I was so mad about that. But at the back, you saw there, at the back, it does match up, and I don't understand. I don't understand that, but it's fine. It's fine. I just have to breathe a little bit. Yeah, so we are actually now at the back of the house. Oh my god. At the back of the house. Yes. I'm actually thinking about what am I doing next. I do think it is just the landscaping. I mean, you see, we're already like 18 minutes into the video and I am still not inside. I do think the floor plan is something I did already, but like on the outside, like I said, it's just such a big lot. I had such a hard time kind of like getting through with this. I mean, I stuck with it. I finished the build, and yeah, but it was very, very difficult just because the lot is such a big lot. I mean, I do believe this is kind of like a 50 by 40 or 50 by 50 or even bigger. Do we have bigger lots? 64 by 64, I think. Yeah, so it's kind of a big lot. So yeah, I just had to get some ideas out of my nose. I don't know, do you say it like that? I just had to get some ideas, just some things that I can put at the outside just so it doesn't look as bland. Yeah, so that was kind of like the hardest part of that actually, and also like furnishing. Of course, when you have this big of an house, the rooms are pretty big, so yeah, kind of filling up that space is more difficult actually than you think. So yeah, that's just kind of like something I really need to learn, and something I actually struggle with a lot. So I do see the benefit of building houses that big, just because I get the how do you say that? The routine. I kind of build it more often, so I do feel more comfortable with that. Yeah, so that's kind of like the biggest thing, and that's kind of like why I stuck with it that long. I mean, I could have just scrapped that idea of this house, but I actually wanted to learn how to build houses that big and how to furnish them, because I am, like I said, normally I'm building smaller houses, so it's easier to build smaller houses and furnish them and clutter them. But for like these big houses, it's pretty hard just to get ideas what to put everywhere. And also, I think my biggest struggle in The Sims is actually yards or backyards, just because I feel like I have not that many ideas what to put in backyards or something like that. I don't know most of the time what I want to put there, so there is pretty much I just think oh my god I just think about what I can put back or put down in backyards more than I actually build them. So it's pretty time consuming for me to think about that, just because I don't have that much or that many ideas. So that's kind of like already a struggle that I had. But I am actually pretty proud that I did or put so much detail into this build. I mean, you see, it's very detailed, and for that big of a lot and house, that's kind of something I'm very proud of, because I normally do feel burnt out after a while. But with this build, I just kind of figured, no, I do think it's very beautiful and I love it. I love how it looks, I love how it feels, so I just want to finish it. And if I would have just stopped doing that, I mean, it would be so sad, right? I mean, now I can get the video out and I can look at the building and house, and I'm so happy with it and I'm so proud of myself. And if I just scrapped the idea and scrapped the building, I couldn't actually show you what I did. So yeah, I'm very happy about that I stuck with it, even though it was pretty hard sometimes. But like, I mean, I do leave a lot of empty space. I mean, the whole pathway at the side is empty. I only put lights, but other than that, I don't think we have anything. But I thought to myself, that's not that bad. I tried kind of to get the pressure off of my shoulders to really have to put down more stuff than that I can think of, you know? Like, I do feel like it would look more pressured than normal or pretty. So yeah, that's kind of like my thought behind that. I do think this looks a little more natural, just because I am normally not the person to kind of like furnish that big of a lot. So yeah, it would be so unnatural for me to put like stuff everywhere, like benches or something like that. So yeah, I don't know if you can agree with me. I don't know what you guys build most of the time. Are you building like small builds, or are you guys more into big houses? That's just kind of my kind of something I would be interested in, because I feel like many Sims players actually just build small houses, but there are a few people that build bigger houses. So yeah, that would be kind of interesting for me to actually know. I mean, I know I'm not the only person that struggles with stuff like that, so that's kind of something that calms me down. I'm so sorry. But like I said, it's pretty hard, and I would actually get to know what you guys think. What is something you put in backyards? What is something that you do to stay inspired with such big builds and to kind of like stay inspired to clutter such big builds? I mean, now we're on the inside, I can talk about that a little more in depth. So you see at the back of the house, like more to the front, I didn't put a picture there or a painting. I wanted to put a picture there, but I didn't know what, and it was just so frustrating to me that I just gave up. And I don't know if you guys know that feeling. And also the kitchen I built right after I did the entrance. So yeah, I was just kind of like in this headspace where I was just, I don't like it. I don't want to do it anymore, because at this point it was pretty hard for me to just keep going. Yeah, but like the kitchen is not cluttered, not at all, I think. I mean, I put down the necessary items, but I didn't clutter. I just put like some flowers on the island. Oh, and I just remembered, I forgot to put an outdoor trash bin. So that's something I have to do. Yeah, so you see, I mean, I did put just necessary stuff in here, but other than that, the kitchen is pretty empty. I mean, you will see I section off the back part of the house a little more, so only the front part does have archways. That's why I thought after a while that the front part should be more like something for guests. I mean, we do have this dining room, which is a little more informal, just for the people that live here and their friends. And we do have this big room with the big windows. That's where I thought could be the formal dining area, where you can throw dinner parties and stuff like that. So that was kind of my thought process behind that, and that's why I just felt a little more calm with not cluttering the kitchen as much, because the guests have to go through the kitchen to get into the dining area. So if the kitchen would have been more cluttered, probably the people that come here would think that it's not really organized and not looking that good. So yeah, that's kind of something I said to myself just to calm myself down and not to feel as stressed about not cluttering the kitchen. And also this dining room isn't cluttered as much. I mean, I do put down some plants and a painting, and that's everything. And now we're moving on to the living room. Even there I kind of struggled just because it is that big room, you see. And I thought maybe we should put like this big couch in the middle of it, but I didn't like how that looked. So yeah, I just kind of put the main living area to the side and just placed the piano right here, just because, I mean, it is a very expensive house, so the piano just fits right in my opinion. So yeah, that's just why we have the living room kind of in this small space in this room, because I just thought this fit a little better. Yeah, and I kind of just now wanted to start making it a little more like the Sims I envisioned living here, like the clutter and everything. This part from right here is a little more cluttered. Yeah, because this is like the sectioned off part of the house, so the people live here and they, I don't know, they leave clutter everywhere, and that's just normal. So I cluttered the living room. The only room after that isn't cluttered is actually the hallway to the bedroom downstairs, and the bedroom itself downstairs isn't cluttered as much, just because I actually didn't have the idea that 3 best friends should live here, at this point. It just started actually after I finished this recording session, which was yesterday, I think. And I just had the whole night and day just to think about that. So yeah, today I got the idea, okay, maybe there are 3 best friends living here. Yeah, so that's why the bedrooms upstairs are a little more cluttered. And you will see the bedrooms upstairs are actually, they're so pretty, and they have like these themes. I mean, I don't want to spoil a lot, so I mean, you just have to see what I did up there. But I do love these rooms. I love them so much, and I actually got like color schemes for the different rooms. We do have like the pink color scheme in the overall house, but like the bedrooms actually have different color schemes as well. So I thought to myself that the house belongs to the girl that lives upstairs in the pink bedroom. There's a pink bedroom, yes, I know. So the house actually belongs to her family, and the friends just live there. Maybe she got the house from her grandparents or her parents. That's just storyline I don't actually know of. Maybe their parents, her parents are dead, or maybe the grandparents had a lot of money and just wanted to give her the house. I'm not really sure how they got this house, but like I said, I do believe the girl upstairs does have the house. So we're moving on to the first bedroom. This is, like you see, a blue color schemed bedroom. And I did actually struggle a little bit with the overall, how I wanted to lay the room out. I didn't actually like to put the bed in the middle of the room, just because I think when you walk in and you can see onto the bed, it just feels like it doesn't feel cozy, in my opinion. So that is what I thought of. And everyone has a little sitting area in their room, maybe for like, I don't know, they probably have friends by themselves. I mean, they are a whole friend group, but everyone has their own friends as well. So if they invite friends over, or their family or someone like that, they all have the place or the space to meet their guests in their bedrooms. So that was kind of like my intention. And you see here we have the ensuite bathroom of the blue room. And I actually color coordinated the bathrooms to the bedrooms. So the pink room has a pink bathroom. That was kind of something I actually wanted to do. And quick disclaimer, you will see the shower I put down here. I tried doing I placed a wall and I put like a window inside that. The window kind of glitched, the lighting didn't actually work, and I kind of changed that after I finished this build, when I started furnishing the other bathrooms, just because I haven't seen that. I mean, when I started editing this video, I saw the light glitch. So just so you know, I did change that, so it doesn't look as bad as it does right now. But kind of like every bathroom pretty much looks actually the same. I mean, the other 2 bathrooms are a little smaller, so they don't have that much space and that much clutter, but yeah, they all kind of look the same. Now we're moving on to the pink bedroom. I think that's probably more like my favorite room of the house. I did actually wanted the sim to live here, that she, oh my god, my English. The sim that lives in this bedroom my thought process was that she loves the love, so maybe she's the love consultant. Is that, I think that's what it's called, the new career that came with the Lovestruck expansion pack. And I thought to myself that maybe the girl that lives here is maybe like bisexual or something like that, and is more like polyamorous. I think that's what you call that. And that's kind of like something I thought about. She is just like this pinkish girly that just loves love and loves everything about the fact that you can meet people and get intimate with them. Yeah, that was just kind of like what I envisioned the sim to be, and what personality they have. Yeah, so like I said, I think this is probably my favorite room of the house. And you will kind of see the change of themes or change of feel, the difference from the downstairs part to the upstairs part, because I did wanted to make the upstairs part a little more personal, like they live here and there are no formal guests coming up here most of the time, so yeah, they don't have that much formal stuff, kind of like no formal stuff, I think. This is, or in my opinion, I thought this was more like a space for the girls that live here, just so they can, yeah, get their own space and kind of like meet these formal guests downstairs. Yeah, and I mean, they should feel at home, so that's what I was trying to do, because I thought in real life you would probably have like, or I mean, when I think about that, my bedroom is not accessible. Most of the time I don't want people to get into my bedroom, so yeah, the living room is more like the room where I meet people and I see guests. So that was kind of like my thought process behind that. And like I said, the downstairs portion, just because this is a big house, I didn't want to cut some rooms off. I just wanted to make most of this part more personal and just have like a more formal area, just like you have in your real life home, just a little bit smaller. I mean, I don't have that much space, so yeah, that's just kind of like my thought process behind that. Yeah, so actually this room, I really enjoy that as well. I do love the yellow, and I do actually love the painter, what is it called? Like the artist vibe we have in here. I do think the girl that lives in here is more like chaotic and clumsy, and that's just, I don't know, I do feel like the personalities of the girls that live here are pretty different, but they work together so well that they are best friends, and I actually love that about this build, and that made me pretty happy. Yeah, so I wanted to give a quick update about my cat. She hasn't thrown up for quite some time. We do have a little cooler right now, so yeah, everything is pretty much fine with her. Yeah, so that was kind of something I wanted to say. Yeah, so actually I think that is the last part. We're finished with the whole interior, and we only have the screenshots left, I think. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Cntrlie on the gallery, Cntrlie. Yeah, there you can find all my builds and you can download them. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I had so much fun, and I'm so excited to get to know or read about what you guys think about this build. Yeah. Bye guys!